Thanks for joining me today. You might have just got a new device, you might be starting a trial, or you might just be after a little bit of a refresher. Whatever stage you're at, welcome. This video is all about aided language stimulation or modelling. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually do it. And this video is going to explain the reasons, the theories behind why we model. But if you're after some really practical examples after watching this, then you can find loads of examples of modelling in action over in our other videos. So take a browse on our YouTube channel after watching this. At its heart, aided language stimulation is about showing someone how to use their AAC system in real life situations. So you're talking with someone and at the same time you're selecting words on a device. That's it. You're simply introducing AAC in your own communication. We don't need to ask someone to repeat or copy us. We're just giving them access to language consistently and meaningfully. Think about what helps anyone learn a new language. It's not just drills or single words, it's seeing that language used in lots of different ways by lots of different people across all kinds of situations. And for people who use AAC, that kind of exposure is often missing. If no one's modelling their system and showing how it can be used to comment, ask, joke, disagree, connect, how can they figure out how it works in real life? We all need to see language in action before we can confidently use it ourselves, and AAC is no different. And the evidence backs it up. It's one of the most well-supported strategies we have in AAC. People make progress when they see their system used meaningfully over time. You might have heard of core and fringe words, and basically both are important. Core words are those flexible, high-frequency words, just like go, want, more, stop, help. You'll see that on this system and in most systems, core words are really easy to find on the device, and you'll often find them on the homepage. And these words are important because they can be used across a lot of different situations, like making choices, sharing opinions, or telling someone what you need. These words also help build language beyond just asking for things. So we often think of core words as the foundation. Fringe words are more specific, like trampoline, grapes, or Batman. And honestly, these are often the ones that light people up. They're personal, they're motivating, and often what someone really wants to say. And the truth is, we need both. If we only give someone the more common words, they might not be able to talk about the things that matter to them, like what they love, or what happened at school, or how they're feeling. But at the beginning, it helps to feel confident with some core words and a few fringe words or phrases that are relevant and motivating. You'll get to know the device as you use it. And full phrases are absolutely welcome too. If we want to say things like, that's not fair, or you're so funny, it's often more natural and powerful to use these as phrases than to build one word at a time. When we're thinking about actually which words we're going to start modelling with first, we're going to want to include the people who know that person best in choosing them. So the family, the support staff, and the person themselves when possible. We can look at what's going on in their daily life and choose words to match, making sure that we include core and fringe vocabulary in those choices. And if we feel confident, we can even use something called just-in-time programming, where we can add words in the moment when that person's interested and ready. Words should be both personal and flexible, and that's what sets people up for real communication. It doesn't have to be complicated. You're already talking, and then you can just press the button on the system while you do it. You might press one or two buttons while you say the whole sentence. You don't need to model every word. For example, we might say, let's go to the beach. Or we might say, look, a big red bus. Or stop. That's too loud. So you definitely don't need to be perfect. In fact, Sometimes making those mistakes and correcting yourself can actually help the person see how communication really works. That's actually kind of the point. Aided language stimulation is input focused, so we're showing, not demanding. When we model language on an AAC system, we're not expecting someone to copy us straight away or even at all. And yes, progress can be slow, and that's normal. But over time, this kind of consistent exposure builds up and it gives people the tools they need when they're ready to use them. Everyone. It's not just a speech therapist thing. Teachers, support staff, family, peers, anyone who interacts with the person is a great person to model. And in fact, the more people who model, the more opportunities that person gets to see their system in action. Sometimes we can make the assumption that because someone isn't using the device very much, that they don't understand it or they don't want to communicate. But often it's because they haven't seen it used enough or because they haven't been given opportunities to use it in meaningful ways. And that's why modelling is so important. And it's also worth saying that our own expectations really do matter. The more we believe that someone can communicate using their device, the more likely we are to give them opportunities to do so. Aided language stimulation doesn't have to be complicated. It's about showing a few words on the device while you talk. You're not testing, you're just making language easier to see. It's one of the simplest, most useful things we can do to support AAC. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have time, please check out our other videos which can show you how to model in real life situations. Happy modelling!